Have a seat.
I'm not.
Have a seat.
Your Honor, I haven't had
Have a seat. Did you understand what I just said?
Can we agree to disagree on a legally?
We are not going to agree to anything. This is not your game to play here.
So you're saying that I have to say the words "I understand"?
Sir, I'm not saying that you have to say anything. You can play games with me all day. I got all day. I got all day. Have a seat. Do not interrupt me.
I can object to
Do
that.
not interrupt. Do not. One more time. You're going.
All right, everyone. Today we're looking at a person who really doesn't seem to understand how the courtroom works. He challenges Judge Simpson repeatedly, and things get pretty intense. It's almost like he's asking to be held in contempt. I know many of you are familiar with Mio, so I thought I'd share this clip with you. Let me know in the comments what you think about the situation as you watch. Let's dive in.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Going to state your name.
My name is Daniel Magoo, for the record, Your Honor.
You're going to represent yourself in this matter, sir?
Yes, sir.
I do have to advise you that in this case, you are charged with the offense of assaulting, resisting, or obstructing a police officer. That is a high court misdemeanor felony, punishable by up to 2 years and/or a $2,000 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
I understand your charge.
You understand also that there is great peril in one representing themselves. You understand that, sir?
I'm not afraid, Your Honor.
Did you understand what I just said? That there is great peril in representing oneself.
I comprehend what you're saying, Your Honor.
Hey, what? Either you're going to answer my questions and you're going to answer them properly, or we're going to have a long time and I'm not going to have these people wait. So while you decide how you're going to handle this, I'm going to have you have a seat. I'm going to pass your case. You will come back up and you will learn how to operate within this court. Plain and simple. Have a seat. Have a seat. And you might want to wipe that smirk off your face while you're doing it. State your name.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. My name is Daniel Magoo.
I have stated the admonishments that I was giving to the defendant representing himself. I apprised him of the maximum penalties and the charges. Apprised him, and sir, I'll ask you the question again. You understand that there can be great peril in representing yourself.
I fully recognize and acknowledge the seriousness of the charges, which include allegations of
Not my question. You understand that there can be serious peril in representing yourself.
I recognize what you're saying. I'm fully prepared to proceed with this matter.
Will you just do me a favor and answer my question? Do you understand that there is great peril in representing oneself?
I recognize that.
Okay, let's stop there. You recognize.
Recognize.
Do you understand that that in any of the proceedings that the court would hold you to the same standards as if you were a practicing attorney, will give no leeway one way or the other, will show no favoritism or no bias because you are representing yourself. You understand that, sir?
I recognize what you're saying, Your Honor.
You know what? I don't know why you just won't understand. I'm asking you, and I need a direct answer, whether you understand what I am saying, not whether or not you're recognizing the words. Do you understand what I am saying?
I overstand what you're saying.
I have to admit, this part was actually kind of funny. He managed to get a laugh out of me. But at the same time, it's frustrating because he's clearly not taking the court process seriously. It feels like he's just wasting everyone's time. Courtrooms don't operate for free. Judges, lawyers, and even clerks are all being paid, and time in court is expensive. Playing games in court doesn't just waste resources, it can also lead to serious consequences like obstruction of justice. You can't treat a courtroom like a stage for jokes and expect nothing to happen. Let me know what you all think. Let's get back into it.
You want to be...
Your Honor.
You have a seat.
I'm not.
Have a seat.
Your Honor, I haven't had
Have a seat. You can play games with me all day. I got all day. I got all day. Have a seat. The other one's in custody. I realize We are now at least caught up within an hour. I think those that want to go probably want me to take a break about now. So I'm going to take about a 5 to 10 minute break. I'll come back out and then I'll call the case. The court's going to stand in recess.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Daniel Magoo. Here in Louis Juris.
All right. So on this matter, I was apprised you of your rights. I told you about the charges in this case. We get to the point of understanding that there is a certain peril in representing.
Listen, sorry. My notes, I apologize, Your Honor. I meant no disrespect.
That had to be intentional. There's no way he just casually walked away while the judge was speaking without realizing how serious that is. This is a courtroom, not someone's living room. I'm honestly surprised Judge Simpson hasn't already given him time for contempt, because ignoring a judge like that can definitely lead to jail time. As for Mr. Bigu, his behavior doesn't exactly show respect for the legal process. Acting like that in court usually doesn't end well. It can land you in a holding cell pretty quickly. Let's jump back in and see what happens next with his attitude.
And that the court will treat you the same as an attorney in the case. You understand, sir? Listen closely to my question. Do you understand that?
I do not understand.
You do not understand it.
No.
The court, you will be presumed to know the rules of procedure as well as the Michigan rules of evidence, that the court will not be giving you assistance in regard to this case.
What I'm trying to say, Your Honor, is I do not understand the charges that are pitting against me because they violate a lot of my rights. And the prosecutor served me the discovery packet on the 27th of last month. Since then, I have not received any kind of evidence or any kind of claims that I violated any kind of anything that day. So I'm here waiting for that to occur. So no, I don't understand.
Waiting for what to occur?
Well, under the rights to due process, Your Honor, 4th, 5th, 8th Amendment, there has to be substantiated amount of evidence to accuse me of a crime, like assault on a police officer, obstruction of justice, and resisting arrest. I take these charges very serious, Your Honor. Because of these charges, I have lost custody of my son, and I want to make sure that these justice is served and equity is ensured here.
Sir, I just asked you before whether or not you understood the charges.
And I answered you, Your Honor. I said I do not understand them.
Whether or not you disagree with them or not the issue. The issue is do you understand what you are charged with?
Do not understand, Your Honor.
Is there a reason other than what you said that you do not understand?
I can elaborate a little further, Your Honor. I'm still waiting.
I wish you wouldn't. I just need to understand why you don't understand.
I'm trying to get there, Your Honor, if we could talk
I'm
about
not asking you whether or not you agree that you should be charged. I'm not asking whether or not you believe that you did it. I'm not asking any of that. I'm asking whether or not you understand what you are charged with.
Can we agree to disagree on the legally?
We are not going to agree to anything. This is not your game to play here. You play by my rules.
So you're saying that I have to say the words "I understand"?
Sir, I'm not saying that you have to say anything.
Okay.
You know what? Here's the thing. I am not going to play this game with you.
I'm not.
So what? No, you are playing a
I'm
game.
not.
So no, you are. And do not interrupt me ever again. Do not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a week to think about it, because I'm not going to sit here, call your case up 4 or 5 times for you to sit here and to go through this whole, try to play some semantical game. So I will adjourn this out to December 12th, 2024 I will adjourn it to 9 a.m.
Your Honor.
or I will. Do not interrupt me.
I can object to
Do
that date.
not
Prior
interrupt. Do not. One more time. You're going.
At this point, it feels like he's just trying to be disruptive. Sure, it was amusing at first and gave everyone a laugh, but now it's starting to feel like he's just wasting time. It's frustrating to watch, especially knowing how much court delays cost in both time and taxpayer money. People are there. To resolve real issues, and behavior like this only slows things down for everyone else. Honestly, it raises the question of whether judges should be quicker to issue contempt charges in situations like this. Sometimes too many warnings just encourage more of the same behavior. Do you think Judge Simpson should have acted more firmly, or is he showing the right amount of patience? Let's get back into it and see what happens next.
I've given you fair warning. I'm adjourning the proceeding out. If you are objecting to that, objections noted. It's still adjourned out to the 12th. Bond will continue. You
Your
may
Honor.
leave now.
I have constitutional.
You may
violation.
leave now.
Let's go. Mister.
I have a right to a
You may
counsel.
leave.
Do I not have a right to a counsel?
You want an attorney? You may get on an attorney, sir?
I need somebody to explain the problem here.
Do you wish to be represented by an attorney on this?
I do not need to represent myself. I'm presenting myself. I'm the only one that was there in this courtroom. No one was there. I don't recall anybody that was there that day. I'm the only one that knows what happened, Your Honor.
Do you wish
and I was
to be
violated.
represented by an attorney? I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. If you wish to be represented by an attorney,
Your Honor, I have constitutional violations.
do
that
you
need
wish to be represented by an attorney,
to
sir?
take an oath to defend the Constitution of the United States of
Then,
America.
if you do not want to answer my question, Mr. Allen, he is to be removed from my courtroom.
You just know. When Judge Simpson calls for Mr. Allen, something serious is about to happen. It's kind of like when a parent uses your full name. You know things are getting real. But honestly, this guy got off pretty easy. No contempt charge, no jail time, just a firm talking to and sent back on his way. That's a win for him, considering Judge Simpson has locked people up for much less. It's surprising this guy managed to get under the judge's skin and still walk away without serious consequences. Either Judge Simpson was feeling generous, or this guy has some kind of courtroom luck. Speaking of Mio, it makes me wonder why he no longer has custody of his kids. He said it was because of this case, but the truth is probably more about his behavior. Family courts don't take custody away lightly. They look at things like stability, decision-making, and responsibility. None of those seem to be strengths for Mio. If you can't take a court hearing seriously, how can you be expected to take care of a child? The support court judge probably saw him, heard him speak, and made a quick decision. Anyway, that's a wrap on this wild court hearing. Let me know what you think. I know this case is a bit older, but it's such a classic I had to bring it back. Do you think Judge Simpson was too nice, even though he was firm with this guy? I feel like he could have been a bit tougher. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I love reading them. It really makes my day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want more videos like this, I post every day, so stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, everyone.